Hello there, YouTube. Devin here again. Early in the morning for me, not super early. I've been up for quite a few hours, but stuff's delayed for work. It's not quite terribly hot yet, so I could run all my lights up here because I've got bachelor pad track lights, which give off a crap ton of heat. So this is a good time to actually make a video. Now, this has been a video that has been, once again, I apologize, forever in the making. I've had this sitting around for a long time, and I know a lot of you guys like camouflage, and I actually have a very extensive camouflage collection I've been meaning to make more videos on and just haven't had the time. I'm still so sorry about that, but I'm trying to make some videos now that I'm monetized, and trying to get you guys to donate more so I have more time and stuff like that, because I'm going to be donating a lot of my funds to paying for that surgery, what I had to pay out of pocket for that surgery I just had, which was no small amount. But I'll get it done. It just might be few and far between before you see some new stuff on the channel and everything like that. So your donations go towards making videos right now, actually, more than ever, because I'm relying on those funds to make videos now, because my other source of income is going towards bills. So the more you donate, and there's a link in the About page of my channel, if you feel like I'm worthy of a donation, any amount helps. By no means are you inclined to pay. You don't have to if you can't, or you just don't feel like I deserve it. That's fine. You don't need to if you don't want to, but it goes to helping the channel a lot. So what I have here for you guys is actually a really, really rare and experimental bit of camouflage sent to me by a very, very good Australian friend of mine. And this is digital auscam. Okay? Now, the Australians have a very unique, actually very, very effective arid camouflage, and they have for a very, very long time, that they used until very recently when they made the transition to multicam, which is actually their own version of multicam. But this was an attempt to get on that bandwagon everyone jumped on of having digital for quite a while, and they just digitized their own version of auscam. So they took the pattern and they put it in a computer and they shrunk it down, and then they digitalized it, and this is what they got. And it's a very, very awesome shirt. This is one of the experimental shirts made. As you can see, it's made in the kind of a Gen 2 Cry Precision field shirt, with some little added improvements, but it basically has the same pockets. It just substituted Velcro for buttons. It added these little plastic D-rings here at the bottom of the pocket, but it's basically the same exact cut of uniform, with a little bit kind of more Australian features thrown in. Like these cool vents that run down from the armpits down the side of the shirt. They're in a coyote brown type color. They're 4-way stretch type fabric. The fabric itself is a 50-50 nylon cotton material, which is actually a very, very good fabric for a combat garment, as long as you're not going to be involved around fire or heat or chemicals. It's a very, very good fabric. It's very, very durable. It's got good water repellency. It dries quickly, and it's just overall really good. And now another thing that this shirt brought in was the fact that they went to ripstop. Now, before this, Australian uniforms were not ripstop, and this was kind of an experiment as well with changing the fabric pattern over their older pattern, the DPCU uniform, which would have been known as auscam. So it has adjustable Velcro cuffs, as you can see here. Same kind of brown Velcro. It does have the extra flap that comes down to protect your hands, as well as provide some extra coverage from sun, dirt, debris, cold weather, stuff like that. It has Velcro up here on the pockets, not on the top though. As you can see, the top flap is left unvelcroed. It has just one kind of 4-inch wide panel down here. The pockets on the shoulder are bellowed on one side, and they have two pockets. They have a slim pocket and the one larger bellow pocket. Canadian style buttons, which is a feature I really like to see on uniforms. I don't know why more countries haven't done it, because it's actually a much more durable way to put buttons on your uniform. And for some reason, not a lot of people do that for armies. So Canadian style buttons are the way to go if you're putting them on anything. Now they did kind of do it a little differently than the Canadians did. So the buttons, yes, are on ribbons, and they're just kind of 2-hole buttons. But they just kind of folded them over into these little loops and stitched them on there, whereas the Canadians will stitch one long ribbon and then just have little sections where the button is in the ribbon and then it's stitched along the sides of it, so the button has a little play, usually about 20 millimeters, 25 millimeters to an inch of play to slide up and down, but there's one long continuous ribbon. So these were all made by Platatec. They're kind of majority, one of the major uniform manufacturers as far as like trials patterns go for the Australian Army. And they really did a lot of the development for a lot of uniforms and equipment and stuff like that for the Australian Army from all the reading I did. And they were basically the sole manufacturer of these combat garments. Other than I did find some that very, very early ones that were made by Cry Precision out of Brooklyn, New York, which is why you see a very heavy Cry Precision influence in this uniform. But so as you can see here, it's this kind of a weird kind of rubberized tag, but it has the Platatec logo. These cannot be found anymore, and it's just kind of a generic. It has their site, their logo, and then combat shirt, digital auscam, large. Nothing fancy on there. Doesn't give you any fabric composition or anything like that, because it's not a actual adopted garment. So this is a trials garment. Here it is, BDU jacket, use and care label. So if you want to read that, I'll pause it. You could pause it here and read that. So, all right. But that's basically the only thing that's in this uniform. There's no internal pockets in this uniform. They're all external pockets, chest pockets. Have a pen flap here on the left chest pocket that hangs off the side, pretty much exactly like the Cry Precision Gen 2 combat shirt. They are bellowed. Once again, you see D-rings for attaching IDs on lanyards and stuff like that. Pockets do expand quite well. They are not bellowed at the top, though, which kind of sucks, because you could fit big stuff in the pocket, but you have to get it through the tiny opening. The collar is just your standard kind of BDU collar. It's not a Mandarin style, which is good, but it has the ability to stand up and fold over if you need extra protection from the elements, stuff like that. It does Velcro in place, but it is not meant to be worn that way all the time. So it's in a very unique pattern. I've always really liked auscam as far as the colorway goes. It works well in a wide range of environments, and it's probably one of the best arid region camouflages out there. As far as tropical arid environments go, it's really hard to get better than auscam, and this is a neat kind of little sideshow of camouflage that the Australians tried to jump on that bandwagon of digitalization that pretty much every country experimented with. And ultimately, I'm pretty happy that they didn't go with it, and they probably are too, because they held out long enough in the digital phase to get to the multicam phase, which is actually a very, very good camouflage that you're now seeing adopted by probably by the time multicam's over with, 3/4 of the countries in the world will have experimented with it or made their own pattern of it in some way, shape, or form. So good luck to you, Cry Precision, and all you guys making 20 boatloads of money off that. Caleb Cry, you genius, you. But I've been meaning to make this video for a very, very long time, and thank you so much for sending me this shirt and everything like that. But I wanted to show you guys this. I had time today, sit down and make this video for you and everything. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you think I'm worth it, please go to that link and give me some money. It goes a long ways to supporting the channel as far as getting new equipment, getting more stuff to show, project type stuff. As you've seen, I have a lot of projects in the works that are basically just waiting for funding. So all your support goes towards that stuff, which ultimately helps the channel, and I can't thank you guys enough for those of you who've donated. I might end up having to do a contest here for every month. Whoever donates the most, I'll send you, I'll get in touch with you about sending you something cool. So but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.